Ladies and gentlemen.
This story began so long ago that it is impossible to remember. But
Oh, wow.
will be the only one who remembers.
Oh.
He was there, after all, roaming the land, breathing life into it in the same way it does today. But then, 70 million years ago, 'twas him, the wind, who tore the first leaf of a verdant grapevine.
Oh, Chateau Vartely, we're raising up a glass to the stories of the people and the moments that will last. Oh, Chateau Vartely, from the vineyards to the sky, another hidden piece of Moldova coming alive. Oh, Chateau Vartely, let the whole world see the beauty, the culture, the history. Oh, Chateau Vartely, we're telling your story right. CTA brand story shining bright tonight. CTA Golden Connections.
Oh, smell nice. Oh my god.
Yes, Orhei. They have standard 225 liters. We use American and European oak. We import them from Moldova. We import them from, sorry, not from Moldova, from Hungary and France. We import the American barrels, so the American oak barrels from France, and your ones from Hungary. The difference between them is density. So the American ones aren't that dense, so it basically allows a more profound breathing process for the wine inside, because it is essentially breathing through the wood, and it gives aromas of smoke, black chocolate, condiments, so white pepper and so on. Whereas the European ones are more buttery, almonds, cinnamon, vanilla, and so on. And as you can see, they're being painted, because after the embalming part, if you have a red wine there, it's just going to spill out everywhere, so it's just going to look bad. So this is mostly for aesthetic reasons.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Yes.
Yeah, usually it's messy. Because you
Yes.
roll this and then when you roll it.
And we use them 4 to 5 cycles. The first 3 to 5 years are mostly for the wines, because so 3 to 4 cycles for wines in the period of 3 to 5 years, because the last cycle is going to be for the wines or for the hard drinks, so 5 to 7 years.
So 5 to 7 years you can use the barrel.
So in general, in total, you use them for 10 to 12.
Oh, 10 to 12.
Yes, because the last cycle is the longest.
I get it.
But for the wine, it's only 3 to 5 years.
And do you ever mix wines in?
No. Oh, so only for the individual.
Do you get what I mean? Imagine if you did a red something and then like you mix the second barrel you put, so it has a mixture of.
No, so this is not how it would essentially work.
But
Yes, but our company, we cannot really do that, because we would essentially change the profile
Yes.
for the, yes. So each company has its own, methods, but you have to only, basically work with what you have, so essentially get the best out of it.
How many barrels do you have here?
So around 300.
And what's the one which has been here the longest?
So we had one which, the longest, you mean like the wine?
Yeah.
Or the barrique itself? Because the barrique itself, I said, only 10 to 12.
So, maybe
The wine, we had one Cabernet Sauvignon which was there for 41 months, but it was actually, just gone a few days ago.
Okay.
So this is not on the market right now.
Yeah.
It's some sort of experimenting.
Wow. And how often are you harvesting in an essence? How often are you coming, taking barrels, removing the wine?
So in terms of how often, it, I don't have like the exact timeline, because it depends on the fact that you see like all this sector. So it comes together and it goes together after the maturation process is done.
Okay.
But basically very frequently.
Are you able to tell when this would be ready?
Yes, definitely, because each one of them has its own, let's call it certificate. Okay. You have the date which was filled. You have the name for the sort of rice. There we have Feteasca Neagră. We have you have the year of this harvest. You have the quantity, as I said, to 25 liters. You have the winery, basically the vineyards, the region, so Bujag, and also the alcohol content, the sugar, the acidity, the chargeable acidity, and the volatile acidity. Most sommelier who come there always see the volatile acidity because it is very good, so 0.42. This is basically the amount of acetic acid that it is in the barrel, and because acidity is basically the most important characteristic for the wine because it gives you the ability to smell everything. This is why, you know, the acidity is very different in terms of potential performance in every sort of variety.
Yeah.
And you also have the and as you can see, this stage, which is the maturation.
Okay.
So this one, if it was emballed in
2025.
yes, so 18th of April 2025 is going to be done in, let's say, 2027 dish.
What?
So something like this. So
Wine
just
is
add
a-
22 months.
Wine is a patience man's game.
Yes, definitely. You have to know when to harvest, when to collect, and so on, when to put in the barracks.
But
Have
every
to-
month something is being taken out. Oh, that's
Yes, something like this, but it depends. It depends because, as you can see, it isn't as big as any. By the way, we cannot touch them because they are unstable. They're being only held by those piece of woods.
I have seen. And then consistency. Are you able to maintain consistency?
Yes, but in terms of the amount that we're producing, as I said, we do not operate at a so large scale because it depends on the demand from the market and so on. But most of them we have reserves, we have limited collections and so on. So that's why we're able to operate with whatever we're having.
Okay.
Yes, but I think that if the demand is going to grow, obviously it's going to go up and change the amount of wine, obviously. Yeah. Other than that, we have some projectors there. It's going to be a good thing for your camera because this is a thing that only our winery has in all of Republic of Moldova. You're not going to see this on Cricova, in Milești Mici. We have a little show. Yes. I think that you're going to be the one who's going to be marked up for this one.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen.
This story began so long ago that it is impossible to remember. The
Oh,
wind
wow.
will be the only one who remembers.
Oh.
He was there, after all, roaming the land, breathing life into it in the same way it does today. But then, 70 million years ago, 'twas him, the wind, who tore the first leaf of a verdant grapevine. It is the faith in a grapevine that gives life. No matter how rough its trunk may be, the bunches that it births are rich, and the grapes are juicy, sweet as honey. What grows in this soil is imbued with the power of great spirits, the love of a human, and magic. We are sorcerers rather than craftsmen. We are dancing the horror with the grape, with its micaceous skin, its fragile seeds, its raw juice, and with the man that gathers, presses, processes, cherishes, and sings.
This is crazy.
Hey.
No!
That was nice. Really nice.
Oh, Chateau Vartely, we're raising up a glass to the stories of the people and the moments that will last.